Protein is usually associated with muscle strength, but its influence on the brain is just as profound, especially as people enter their 50s, 60s, and beyond. The aging brain becomes more sensitive to nutritional patterns that support neurotransmitter production, stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and preserve the structure of neurons. Adequate protein intake, including a generous share of plant-based protein, consistently appears in research as a quiet but powerful factor in maintaining sharper memory, faster thinking, better mood stability, and stronger long-term cognitive resilience. The beauty of this relationship is that it is not extreme or complicated. Simply meeting daily protein needs through balanced meals can nurture the brain in ways that accumulate over years. The most direct role protein plays in cognitive health comes from the amino acids it provides. Neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers responsible for mood, focus, alertness, and memory, are built from amino acids. Serotonin requires tryptophan, dopamine requires tyrosine, acetylcholine synthesis depends on choline-rich foods, many of which are protein-based. When older adults consistently consume enough protein, the brain has the raw materials needed to support stable mood, faster reaction times, and a greater sense of mental clarity. Several observational studies have shown that people with higher protein intakes in midlife and later life score better on memory tests, executive function tasks, and assessments of processing speed. These aren't just small statistical differences, they often translate into easier daily decision-making, better emotional resilience, and a reduced sense of mental fatigue. Plant-based proteins add an additional layer of cognitive protection that goes beyond amino acids. Beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, soy foods, and whole grains deliver protein alongside fiber, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory phytonutrients. These compounds help reduce chronic inflammation, which is increasingly recognized as a major driver of cognitive aging. They also support a more diverse and stable gut microbiome, which produces metabolites that influence brain health through the gut-brain axis. Several large population studies have found that older adults who eat more plant protein tend to have slower cognitive decline, lower risk of dementia, and better mental well-being. Some research even suggests that replacing a portion of animal protein with plant protein, not eliminating animal foods entirely, just shifting the balance, may strengthen long-term cognitive outcomes due to improved vascular health and reduced oxidative stress. Another important mechanism linking protein to brain performance is its stabilizing effect on blood sugar. The brain depends heavily on a steady flow of glucose, and fluctuations caused by meals too high in refined carbohydrates and too low in protein can lead to brain fog, irritability, and reduced concentration. Protein slows digestion and helps create a more even, predictable blood sugar curve after meals. For older adults, who may experience more pronounced blood sugar swings, this steadiness can improve attention and reduce the mental ups and downs that often feel like aging but are really nutritional patterns at work. When protein appears in each meal, especially breakfast and lunch, people often notice better focus, more consistent energy, and a calmer, more balanced mood. Adequate protein is also essential for preserving brain-supportive muscle mass. Stronger muscles improve metabolic health, enhance circulation, support hormonal balance, and enable more physical activity, all of which directly benefit the brain. Exercise produces growth factors like BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which helps neurons grow and maintain connections. Studies consistently show that older adults who combine higher protein intake with regular movement, especially resistance training, have better cognitive outcomes than those relying on diet or exercise alone. This partnership between protein and physical activity acts like a double reinforcement for both brain and body. One of the most encouraging findings in recent years is that protein-rich diets, particularly those that include abundant plant proteins, are associated with lower rates of depression and anxiety in older adults. Again, this links back to neurotransmitter synthesis, inflammation control, and blood sugar stability. Soy products, nuts, seeds, and legumes appear especially beneficial due to their mix of amino acids, omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, and brain-calming polyphenol. For many people, adding a serving of tofu, tempeh, chickpeas, or almonds isn't just a nutritional upgrade. It's a subtle mood-supporting strategy that improves emotional steadiness throughout the day. The practical side of all this is pleasantly simple. Most experts recommend that older adults aim for around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, spaced evenly across 3 meals. The focus doesn't have to be on perfection, but rather consistency. A breakfast with Greek yogurt or tofu scramble, a lunch centered on lentils, salmon, or edamame, and a dinner that includes eggs, beans, or lean meat provides both high-quality protein and the wide nutrient profile the brain loves. The more variety, the better, because each protein source contributes different supportive compounds. The uplifting message is that cognitive aging is not fixed, and nutrition is one of the areas where individuals have meaningful influence. By ensuring sufficient protein, especially by integrating more plant-based protein, older adults can support stronger memory, clearer thinking, better emotional balance, and a more vibrant quality of life. Small daily choices, made consistently, can nourish the brain in ways that help it stay adaptable, resilient, and capable for many years.